Yeah, yeah, just kind of just like, all right, what is going into my bodies? And then I want to go back to something that it is that you kind of touched on too, like where you go to the grocery store and you see these foods. Because I remember when I lived in St. Louis, I had to be picky about where I got my produce from.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so call it what you want. My friends would call me bougie, but I was a Dearbirds type of girl. Getting my fruits
Me
and my,
too.
you know
Yes, me
what I mean?
too.
You know what I mean. You know what I
Yes,
mean? Because you just can't go anywhere. Where we came from, you can't go anywhere and get fruits and vegetables because those fruits and vegetables will be looking a little questionable.
exactly. Yes, I agree. I
And
agree.
and it's something, you know what I'm saying, also that I didn't think about. Cause like here, now that I've come here, and granted, I don't know if it's the environment, if it's the area that I live in, or just the times that we're living in now. I'm not sure. But I can go to the grocery store and the organic section is going crazy. And the fruits and the vegetables look edible, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, hold on, wait, is there something to that?
It really makes you think about it, you know? Lately, my when my garden is not in season, I've been obsessed with the farmer's market because I, wanna know where my food is coming from and how it's grown. And, most of the time, I'm able to find everything I need at the farmer's market. Some people think when you go to a farmer's market, it's going to be more. It's actually a lot cheaper. There are farm stands that has a pay as you go option or pay what you can option. I'm sorry. And it's organic. If you only have $5 and you need to feed your family and you need a bag of groceries, you can pay $5 for that bag of produce and groceries.
And what kind of farmers markets are those? Because the only one I remember, I'm not gonna lie to you, is Soulard. But that's my parents took us there on a regular basis. But
Oh,
like,
yes. Soulard has changed. It has changed. I also grew up going to Soulard, but now because farmers markets are starting to open up a little bit more, especially in some of the food deserts out here in North County. Ferguson Farmers Market is one of them. And then there's another one in Spanish Lake,
huh,
Rustic Roots Sanctuary. Her farmers market has opened up as well for the people in that area.
yo, that I'm happy to hear that. It's like
Yes.
the Spanish Lake one, it's just like, my heart grew a little bit because that, you know what I'm saying, in that area, I know like there's no grocery stores really. Like
No.
no, like there's not, and it's just like those areas, like it is a food desert,
It
actually.
is. It is. The only grocery store I think that's out there is Family Dollar, and they have no produce. So, yes, she is there, and I'm thankful for her being there and serving that population out there because they need one. And there are a ton, like, they're opening up slowly. There are some local growers, gardeners here in St. Louis as well, and they'll give away free produce, in different spots where there are food deserts, and people will line up, you can take what you need, and it's free.
Hmm.
So, people lots of people are starting to open up their eyes and be more aware that, there are populations here that doesn't have access to organic food or fresh food at that, that isn't laced and sprayed with pesticides.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Make sure it's not, sprayed so heavy to where, you can't eat it. But yeah, I am thankful for those local growers that do serve those vulnerable populations.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so awesome to know that that resource is out there. So let's talk about the food deserts a little bit. Would you
Mhm.
mind explaining to somebody who has never heard of this concept before what a food desert is and why it's important to know about what it is?
So, in a sense, a food desert is basically an area that there's not a single grocery store that serves fresh food within a mile of that person's home or location. Okay. You might have, this is very popular, a convenience store. A convenience store and a grocery store is two totally different things. And convenience stores just junk food, gas station food, stuff you can just go there, grab real quick and eat. 10 times out of 10, it's not healthy. So if they do have bananas or oranges or something there, there's a bunch of fruit flies flying around it. That is not access to fresh, healthy food. Um, so in a sense, that's what a food desert is. If you don't have a grocery store within a mile of your location, you're in a food desert. I don't know if you were in St. Louis the year that Shop and Save closed.
I had just moved. I heard about it though. It's
Yes.
a thing. Yeah.
Shop and Save was a really they were located in very vulnerable areas. Very good grocery store. They had access to fresh food. You can go in there, it was clean, you can get whatever you needed. And when they closed, another grocery store was supposed to purchase those locations. Well, what ended up happening is they found out where those locations were and they did not open. So it left me I was affected by that, and other people in this area of North County and Jennings without a grocery store.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if it's the same one because I remember there was actually a Shop and Save right by my house, and
Hmm.
it was on 367. That was the one that I would go to, and I remember when it opened. See, in the summer times, my brother and I would be at home, and my dad would leave us like $10, $20, right?
Hmm.
And that would be how we ate that day, right? So we would walk
Right.
up to the grocery store and get whatever it was, you know what I'm saying, that we were gonna eat that day.
Hmm.
Sometimes we go to Subway, sometimes we go up to the gas station, but literally, if we wanted food, it was in walking distance.
Yeah.
That was the way that we ate. So to think that that's not even an option for people, you know, and it like even getting food in St. Louis was already hard enough, like getting a basic necessities, I'll say, right?
Yeah.
Because a common concept for the St. Louisans out there, shout out to y'all, is like, especially if you live in North County, right? It's just like, well, if
Hmm.
I want to go to Walmart, I'm not gonna go to that one, and I'm not gonna go to that one.
Hmm.
Know what that one and that one are. So I'm not gonna go to those two. So I'm gonna go all the way out here. So I'm gonna go all the way out to Granite City. I'm gonna go all the way out to Chesterfield. I'm gonna go all the,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna go further and further and further out because that's where you're gonna get the good groceries. That's
Yep.
where you're gonna get the better service. That's where you're gonna get what it is that you need. And you've had to drive like 20, 30 minutes to get it. And
Yeah.
that was a common thing. But even for people that don't have access where they can't just drive 20, 30 minutes, it's just like, well, what do you have?
Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately for those populations, they have no way, especially if they're on a bus line.
Hmm.
Don't be on a bus line and you have a bunch of groceries or trying to get groceries. Uber is out of the question because that's just way too expensive, you know. But that is the norm. And when Shop and Save closed, that became my reality. I do have to travel 30 minutes to get quality food and good service. That goes for whether I want to just have a really nice dinner and eat out. That goes for if I want to shop and not have to cut into food that's already molded. That goes for any type of experience that I want to have. I have to travel in order to get access to that.